like my new glasses? Yeah, I just got, they're new. I just got new glasses. I felt like I couldn't see that well. I couldn't see that well in front of me. But now I can see perfectly. And, wait, what's that? Okay. They're just talking, whatever.
I have a confession to make, and this is hard for me to admit, but really it's not that hard at all. The glasses that Steve's wearing were mine from about 2 years ago. I don't know how he found them because I just met Steve like 6 months ago. So the fact that he's been creeping me and stole my glasses, and they're broken. Like, who steals a man's broken glasses? Steven Chodkowski.
So we went on this date, me and Ivona, as you all know, the world will know. We wined and dined. I bought her a whole basket, a whole bushel of fish sticks. So many dipping sauces. She loved it. I got the pasta bowl for myself because I love pastas. I love pastiolas and breadsticks.
I was actually pleasantly surprised. My date with Tommy was a lot of fun. I ate a lot of fish sticks. There were so many sauces. It was a little bit overwhelming. And to start off the night, he ordered some really expensive, succulent bottle of wine. It was like Chianti.
But Devona was digging. I was putting on the moves. I was like, it's good, girl. It's good, girl. And she was like, it's good, boy. The weird thing was when Steve showed up, out of nowhere. Dude just shows up. We had this awesome suave, like, his name was like Francois, and he was like, he had dreads. He was this awesome, like, African-American dude. And all of a sudden he goes to get our soups. Steve comes back, and we still didn't get our soups.
All of a sudden, Steve's comes out, like, taking our orders with these 2 big glasses of water with extra lemon. We were like, Steve, what are you doing here? Like, what?
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that the service on Tommy Devona's date was top-notch. Because you can't always trust those people at those restaurants, you don't know what they're getting into there. So I went there and, surprisingly I was able to, make the strategic move to, fight the waiter. He's a big African-American guy. I surprisingly took him down really easy. I also beat up the sous chef.
Sorry, Mom, I had to do it to him. Dave, Devona, Steve, how you doing there, man, Ray?
Good. I'm doing mighty fine. Bro,
I'm on the TV with the flavor wearing suits and rocking gauges with a bad chick that roll up all the cables to the favors. If you're looking for a show with some humor for your soul, then look no further. Mr. Burghy's got the cereal for your bowl. It ain't funny, the money, the honeys, and I'm in Washington. No bandages, we live on a budget. It's raining once in hell. The comedic work we put out, it's a trillalicious hit. It'll make you drop your drawers and take a massive. Just take a poop. Weekly Burghy.
Hello, and welcome everyone to episode 7 of the Weekly Burghy. We hope you enjoyed our last Halloween special because the amount of time we spent in it nearly drove us to insanity. And in all seriousness, we broke down mentally. We worked a lot, and you better have cried, laughed, cringed, cried again at the end when I died because that was actually a sad, sad moment for me, us, and all of America. Why? Because I'm the best around, Nothing's ever going to bring me down, Outlaw, bound to break down barriers and destroy the image of the norm, I fight for my right to party. I whip that Miracle Whip on my Wonder Bread, if you know what I mean. I'm just one of those all-around guys that just can't be stopped. And when I die, the world dies. But I digest. November is upon us, and the buzz this year is the local election. Who will win? Will there be new policies, laws? Are we safe? Do these elections even matter? These are all questions that, honestly, I have no idea how to answer. But when we come back, Dave will be joining me in the studio, and maybe he'll have some insight into this coming election. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the Weekly Burghy. We now have Dave in the studio joining us. Dave, what's your take on this local election going on here in Plattsburgh?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I have so many opinions.
I bet you do.
First, when I started, when I started as a college student, I didn't really know much about politics. I was young and inexperienced in life.
As we all
Things
were.
were flying in, pew pew pew, left and right.
Pew, pew.
Faster than I could handle. So naturally, why would I give a stanky diaper about local politics? But days turned into nights, moons into suns.
Okay.
And before I knew it, I was a tax-exempt member of society, and I wanted to keep it that way.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that's much to, I like that.
But Dave, what's your point? We gotta. I don't get where you're getting at. Right
Sorry about that.
Moons to suns, politics.
Oh.
Local.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I guess I was trying to say, Tommy, you don't want that soul-crushing reality that comes with being an adult. You're still just an immature, slightly above average college student
That's definitely not
with
true at
no
all.
idea what's going on and what's
I have
important
a
in life.
very strong idea of what's going on. I just know that I'm not about what's going on. That's why we don't talk about politics on the show anymore, because I'm not about the exploited underclass that is undeserving of all the stuff that goes on in the government and politics, for that matter.
See, Tommy, like I knew this would be your answer. Like you're always like "Viva la revolution." Like I know
Viva la
you.
Revolution. It's not about that. It's just about a disenfranchised, disillusioned group of people that are being like they're being treated like drones. They just follow the norms of politics that have been around for 250 years. That we've just followed be knowingly. You know, we follow these political masterminds that all they care about are corporations and cash flow. They don't care about the planet, the people. You know, the real needs of the 99%. You know,
All right,
that's the
Tommy.
only reason why we don't talk about politics anymore.
Experience usually speaks for itself, though.
Experience.
I'm a husband.
It's true.
I'm a father, and you know, I got one of them. Their families.
Yeah.
Things that were once important to me just aren't that way anymore. I've got bigger things on my plate, like
Bigger
baby
things.
food.
Well, the government isn't necessary, Dave. You know, the people have cemented, like their want for change. At least in my opinion, I think they have. I think that people have like there's knowledge about the government now that they don't want. You know, they don't want the people knowing everything that's going on. The people want change. That's what I see. That's what I see.
Yeah, and that's the problem. You're skewed. You're starting to sound like my good friend Steve. You know that, Tommy?
Ridiculous. I don't sound anything like Steve.
Whatever.
All I do is care about this economic disparity that's going on in America. That's literally what it is. It's economic disparity. Economic disparity.
Economic disparity.
The government's not complicit with the real things that are the issue, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, is that they're not complicit with the things that we want. That's why we
Okay.
don't care about politics anymore.
Okay, so it sounds more like, you know, unfounded rants to me, Tommy.
No, it's not unfounded rants. All right, did you see the BBC interview with Russell Brand? Perfect example of someone who's explaining the problems that are wrong with even the world. He goes on to talk about America, England. He pops off.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but believe me, I'm not going to take my political cues from Russell Brand.
All right, well, he basically points out like how none of our countries are caring about the real problems that our people want. You know, we have these politicians who recycle the same ideas over and over again, the same campaigns, the same, corporation this, corporation that, money, we're trying to get money to the people, when they don't care about the real issues. They don't care about the stuff that the people care about. They care about the stuff that politics and politicians care about just for the cash, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think the American people are smarter than that, Tommy. Yeah, I do believe that. We would have noticed some huge plot like that after almost 250 years. You don't think someone would have said something?
No, it's not that we haven't realized it. It's that we just are so prone to these like drone minds that we just follow these people. We follow our leaders like it's nothing because we assume it. You know, we vote for people. Who's the last guy you took a vote for? Who'd you vote for the presidential election?
I voted for Barry.
All right. Well, Barry wasn't even. All right. Regardless,
Barack Obama, they call him Barry. Like,
all I'm saying is we need change. I haven't even voted. I've never voted yet, ever.
Tommy, I'm just saying we don't need a revolution. We just need a political figure that understands the needs of the people.
A lot of goods that
not just
has done us.
Oh,
A lot of good
I mean,
that's done
just,
us.
yeah. Was
Great.
it?
Glad to know Steve's hiding behind the couch.
It's funny that you should say, I was thinking the same thing myself.
Yeah.
Good one.
Were you, Steve? Were you? The exact same thing. I'm sure, word for word, right?
Yeah,
Verbatim.
I was. The exact same thing. Which is why I decided that I would be that political figure.
Oh,
Probably couldn't even spell
really?
political.
Or figure.
See? Look at yourself. You can't even spell a word.
need more-
Political. You learned that word in like fourth grade.
ICA. Regardless, regardless of whatever smut just came out of your mouths,
Oh
I'm qualified, and I will be, that person to spearhead our country to the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I wasn't talking about this guy.
So, just how are you going to achieve this, Steve? Being elected a local official. I don't.
Local.
Please.
Well, I mean,
do you expect to run
I'm not
for
going for
president?
president yet. I gotta, go local first because, I'm not old enough to put my name to the goblet. But,
the
I'm
goblet
running for
fire?
city councilor of the lower 9th ward. That's what I'm running for
Sure,
first,
sure.
and then I'll move on from there.
I bet.
Steve, the lower 9th ward, where in Plattsburgh is the lower 9th ward?
It's by the water.
By the
There's a
water.
lot of water.
Yeah, no, it's
By the
it's
water, yeah.
it's like right next to the water, like on the ward. It's the ward on the wharf,
Ward on the wharf.
Right.
All right, Steve. How big is this lower 9th ward?
I mean,
Wharf.
it's about the size of my
Ward.
beach towel, like lengthwise and also widthwise.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna throw this out there. It sounds like a really important position.
All right, Steve. How can I get a strip of land that's probably not even yours? How does that happen? How would that help you be president?
I mean, Tommy, my ownership matters not. Like, this is about issues. Taxes are bad, and people and country, and feeding our gullets and suffering and stuff, and stuff about tunnel vision.
Sound
we
like
need
you're
to
gonna be a great
know what we're
politician,
doing.
Steve.
Yeah,
You sound like you're gonna be a great politician.
I am.
I'm interested. I mean, I'll take the bait here. What kind of stuff are you gonna fix, Steve?
Yeah. What issues are you gonna help the people of Plattsburgh with?
Well, I
Let's hear
mean,
it.
my main goals are going to include curing the unemployment epidemic, fixing the growing obesity epidemic, and broadening the healthcare system to cover non-humanoid species.
Steve, you don't have any credibility. You don't even have a family to represent your years of experience and
Factual.
dedication.
What do you mean? Come on, it doesn't take
Actual.
any brain power to be a politician. If anything, I'm
little true,
overqualified for the position, and getting a family together isn't a problem. Like,
You're
it's absolutely not a
It's
problem.
really not that
so
hard.
easy.
Women are pretty simple. But what do you want in your grandma's cookbook, Steve? You think you can
No,
be
no,
a
no,
politician
no,
over
I'm
here?
gonna,
Hot shot, Steve.
No, getting a family will be really easy. Just don't even worry about it.
Sure.
Steve, I think you need a campaign manager, someone who knows at least a little bit about what people want to hear.
Yeah, you're gonna support this guy, Dave? You're gonna be the one to lead this crusade of stupidity?
It's possible.
I really think that people need to know about Steve's policies, who he is, so they can judge him for who he is, not for what he's capable of.
The old
Bring it here.
out of duty excuse, am I right? Yeah, that's what you're going for.
Something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
You guys
exactly
are
what you're
acting like a bunch of girls. Like,
Whoa.
girls don't belong in politics.
Whoa.
Like, what about like Sarah Palin? Like, she was pretty bad. Like, every time
Yeah,
some
you're right.
woman
Women-
gets involved in
Hillary
politics,
Clinton, let's not
Is
even
that
open
so?
that wound.
Steve,
Yeah, Steve.
Steve.
I think it's just because people like you want to keep politics just for men, so you can go places like Bohemian Grove and kick up and relax and hang.
Okay,
10
no,
or
that's
something, or
preposterous. I
whatever
want
you
nothing to
guys
do with Bohemian Grove. I do not want anything with that nonsense. Don't play.
You're acting
Steve, don't play
so
that.
narrow-minded and so rude. It's because of people
Oh,
like
I
you
can't
that this
do
world
this
is
now.
so
I can't be
sexist.
around you people. Stop.
You're
Stop.
being ridiculous.
I don't want to be around.
Politician
I'm
Steve
going to
can't
be- I'm
handle
going
it.
to-
Honestly,
Politician
I'm
Steve
he's
can't
already
handle
wrong.
the
The campaign
truth.
hasn't even started.
Wait for me, Steve. I want to be there for
Girls
more
run the
than
world.
I want to be there.
Beyonce
Steve.
said that.
What's troubling you, Steve?
Are you my campaign manager or not?
All right, I will.
Yes.
Shake on it.
All right, let's do it.
How are we gonna go with this campaign trail? Like, what do you want? What do we need?
All right. Well, we need people to respect me.
That's
we need
tough.
people to adore me.
Not gonna happen.
We need people to think I'm smart and suave and
Do you have dime pieces? You rain dime pieces?
well,
Oh,
no.
no,
Well, I
okay.
need people to rain dime pieces on me.
Another thing, Steve, you can't wear the glasses in the video.
Why not? I need
You
them.
look like a nerd. Plus, they're mine.
What do you mean? They're not yours.
They're my glasses. Like, this is my. Look at. This is my brand. Can you not see? This is my brand of glasses, Steve. You can't have my glasses.
I don't know. That's.
I think you can't wear them. You look like a
You know, I'm trying to be a truthful politician. I
Is
can't be. Have my campaign manager spewing lies about my glass being his. Fine, I won't wear them for the video, but
I'm offended that you'd think that I would spread lies. I would never spread lies about my
that's good. Should I say that? I would never spread lies
would never
about
campaign.
my campaign. Dave, let me kiss your baby. Dave, I need to kiss your baby. All politicians do it. Let me kiss your baby.
This. Hand it. We're not cutting paper.
All right. Okay.
Like this. This isn't gonna work.
Does it go like this or like this?
A man with a vision. He reads books. He gains knowledge. He's a man of the people.
I would never lie about my campaign.
Oh, I didn't see you there. My name is Stephen Jitkowski, and I'm running for councilman of the Lower Ninth Ward. When I'm not sitting here reading, I'm thinking of ways to improve the government by destroying it from the inside out. So, what politically is important to you?
I guess, I want to make sure that I can pay for my college, which I can't, and pay for my apartment, which I can't, and everything else.
Other than the fact that Republicans kind of suck, nothing really, man.
I'm here with Anthony. Anthony, what politically is important to you?
Nothing. Nothing politically is important.
Nothing at all, especially in the local elections. I mean, like the local elections are like full of important issues.
Like what?
You know, like I'm running.
You are?
Yeah, that's an important issue. What politically is important to you?
Healthcare.
Healthcare. What about in the local elections?
I've not been paying attention to the local elections in Plattsburgh.
Why not?
When I'm at school, I don't really pay attention to anything but school.
So you don't pay attention to anything in school? Like you don't pay attention in class?
Oh, I pay attention in class.
Well, then why don't you know about the local politics? So, Flea, do you keep up with local politics?
A little bit.
So who do you plan to vote for?
What's that guy that starts with an S? I met him at the bar the other day.
So who do you plan to vote for?
For what office?
Councilman of the Lower Ninth Ward.
I haven't. I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
Okay, well, I'm running for councilman of the Lower Ninth Ward.
Oh, you are?
So would you consider voting for me?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got a nice mustache. You look like a very trustworthy guy.
Well, I'm definitely trustworthy. So I'm running for councilman of the Lower Ninth Ward.
Yeah? Are you? Is that true?
Yeah, I am.
No.
What?
What are you doing?
I'm here to kiss your baby.
We went over this area. You're not kissing my baby.
Right. So I'm running for councilman of the Lower Ninth Ward.
Okay.
So do I have your vote?
I don't know anything about you.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty much like, the basic whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm gonna close my eyes, and if you kiss my baby, I don't want to see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Did it.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't vote for you because your tie is ugly.
Well, I could get a new tie.
Okay, then I would vote for you.
Yeah, it's the ward by the water.
The ward by the water?
Yeah, the ward by the water where the wharf is in the ward.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Well, I can, and that's why I'm running for office.
Stephen Chudkowski, man of the people. Stephen Chudkowski.
I am John F. Kennedy, reincarnated.
I'm Stephen Chudkowski, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to the Weekly Burghy. Dave and Steve are still off on their little adventure. But for now, we have the lovely, beautiful, and amazing Devona joining us in the studio. Devona, how are we? How are you?
I'm doing great, Tommy.
Doing great. I would assume you're doing great after, that fantastic date we enjoyed the other night, right? It was
That
quite
is
magical,
true.
am I right? A
Yeah.
little bit. It was a little magical.
It fulfilled my wildest
I got you
dreams,
the whole
I won't
basket
lie.
of fish sticks, a whole basket of them.
I almost
5
couldn't
dipping
finish
sauces.
It was a little overwhelming,
I
but
know.
at the same time.
I know. It was a little. I was a little thrown off when our waiter was a nice, strong African American man, and then turned into Steve in a matter of 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was a little
Kind of
strange.
threw me off, but regardless, I had a great time. He didn't bother us as much, It was very, very good.
I was a little
can you believe
surprised.
that he did that? He nearly ruined our date. B, all this political nonsense. You hear this kid popping off about women and about.
Can you believe he
politics and
said all of
women.
that stuff,
Yeah,
Tommy?
I actually can. I can. But he was way out of line.
Ridiculous.
He was definitely out of line. I mean, everything
Oh,
Steve says is out of
100%.
line. That's factual. So I have this
So
idea.
angry.
Since Dave's off with Steve doing this campaign nonsense, being his manager of the city council garbage, whatever it is, I thought, why don't we derail this whole campaign, hit him from both ends, from both fronts, you know what I'm saying?
Flank him from both sides?
Flank him from both sides, exactly. So here's
I
what
like
we
the
do,
way you think.
we go out in the fields, we put on our own little video, we make you running for the position, you rip into him, you basically smear him to the ground, The more angry and mean you are, I guess, stronger impact. That's how I see it. So we just make a video ripping him.
Oh,
ripping him.
absolutely. After
I'm
he
about
said
it.
that, I think he deserves to be taught a
He
lesson.
deserves everything.
So rude. So rude.
So rude. So we're gonna do this then. Awesome. It'll be great. Weekly Burghy, family, everything. Everything's gonna be amazing.
I
Stay
can't wait to
tuned.
kill Steve.
Just wait. Killing Steve. It's gonna be great.
Man. Hello there. I'm Devona Paul. And as many of you may know, I don't typically get involved with many political affairs. But seeing as this particular event, my opposition is a Stephen Chud can't fix our country, I feel that I feel obligated that I should hop into this race. Chudkowski wants to cut taxes completely. Are you kidding me? What's going to happen then? What's going to happen? And I ask you, to the poor, innocent, hardworking women and men, who's going to stop the rich from stealing from the poor? Certainly not Robin Hood. I doubt there's a man in a green outfit right now going to stop that. Did you know Steve wants to also eliminate all jobs? Let me tell you, how is that going to stop unemployment for people like you and me and you and me? He just wants complete anarchy. Complete anarchy. What's going to happen? Everything is going to, can you imagine? Steve running a country. Now, no offense, but completely offensive. Steve has lost his mind. But I'd like to let you know, did you know, that I still have a few years left in mine. I'm Ramona Paul, and I approve this message.
Well, folks, that about does it for this episode of the Weekly Burghy. If you're watching this on Monday or Tuesday, you should definitely watch Wednesday night's episode because we're coming at you live. We're bringing you groundbreaking, record-setting, gut-busting, full-on awesome, so hot it's going to make you But if you're watching this after Wednesday and you fail to get in on the action, well, you'll just have to wait until the live night episode is up online. So trust me, folks, you don't want to miss this. This year's live event is going to be fantastic. They're unprepared. They're like, then you're not going to be able to handle it. You're not going to do this. Wrong. We're going to kill it. From the beginning to the end, Weekly Burghy, Season 4, the season of Steez, the Steezin', we out. Young Money, Cash Money Records live night.
Yeah, so I didn't win the nomination or I didn't win. I don't know what went wrong. I really honestly don't have any clue.
I have a second confession to make. Steve came to me, he's like, I want to run for office and I want you to be my running mate. And I'm like, at first I'm thinking, this isn't gonna go well. It's Steve, and then as I listened to the crazy little Andy Kaufman lookalike talk, I was thinking to myself, like, this guy, he has some things. He knows, he has the gall, the cojones to sit there and tackle these tough issues.
It could have been the fact that my name wasn't on the ballot. I don't know if that's possible. It's probably the reason.
I used all my power and all my whatever, and I made sure Steve lost. Do I feel bad? Yeah. Do I care? No.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Stephen can't fix this country, could not fix this country, and never will.
Am I surprised he lost? No, not at all. You're talking about that we drove the kid around in a van for 20 minutes and he thought he was in Mexico. You expected this kid to win a political race?
He only wears one suit. Who wears one suit? Do you ever see Barack Obama wearing one suit? I don't think so. The guy has different hair every time he goes on, and Steve could only wear one suit.
The kid eats concoctions from his grandma's cookbook literally every day. He comes in with I don't see how you could even think you could be a politician when you have a problem such as that, or when you look as Steve does, or when you wear the clothes as Steve does. I just don't understand it.
Brothers and sisters of the Burg, we must begin a boisterous barrage upon this bureaucratic Bologna by battling the bourgeoisie, who shall benefit no more at our behest. Break the barriers and begin the boycott at breakfast. Behold a most beautiful baptism bestowed by our leader Brand. You say you want a revolution? Well, you know, we all want to change the world.
It's good, girl. It's good, girl. And she was like, it's good, boy. It's good, boy. What? Why won't you vote me in? Okay, you're squeezing the leg. I think I'm stuck again. I think I might be stuck. All right.
You should be spending money on vegetables for your children.
Mighty fine.
Steve running a country. Now, no offense, but completely offensive. Steve has lost his mind. But I'd like to let you know, did you know, that I still have a few years left in mine. This thing right here. Let's spin off this analogy right now. You're taking a cross-country road trip, right? Like a Little Miss Sunshine, like an Are We There Yet? Now, would you rather Would you rather drive in a heavily used DeLorean or a slightly used, not many miles RV that is in maybe like an off cream beigey brown color? You tell me. You tell me. Because I know you know. Split the vote.
And then we'll walk by.
I'm Norma Paul, and I approve this message.
Just start saying something else, and I'll just be like,
Okay. All right. Steve wants to eliminate all jobs completely. How is that? What the? Thanks, Obama. Like one-liners.
Yeah.
Do you want someone with one suit running your country? Really? And it smells. He's running for the lower ninth ward. What the? That doesn't even exist. Who has ever heard of the lower ninth ward? Not me. Nope. His beard is strange, and so are his ideas. Come on, people, focus. You know what you should do.
So yeah, I'm not here to discuss issues. I'm here to show you how bad Steve is or something.
Okay.
You like was it Steve's suit smelled like baby farts. Baby farts aren't sweet.
I'm not here to discuss issues, people, because clearly the issue is Steve, but I'm here to discuss... I'm not here to discuss issues, people, because the issue is Steve. I'm here to let you know... Wait, fudge, what was I supposed to say? Last time, I promise. What was the end part? What'd you say?
Just here, I'm here to let you know I'm the lesser of two evils, I guess.
Okay, just here. All right. I'm not here to discuss... I'm not here to discuss issues here, people, as Steve is the issue. I'm here to let you know, vote for the lesser of two evils. Do the right thing for this country.